update. Like I told you guys, Quinshawn, he'll get surgery this week up here. Expect him to make full recovery. And like we talked about last night, knowing the kid, he'll bounce back better than ever. So disappointed for him, but he's in good hands and he will bounce back. Like we talked about the game last night, just felt like in these games versus good football teams, you're going to be in a battle and you got to come through in the end, and we did not. That's the frustrating part. Obviously, there's good things throughout a game like that, but disappointed to not be able to finish in that fourth quarter based on where we were. But with that, I'll take any questions.
All right, first question, we'll go to Scott.
Hey, Kevin, did Quinshawn have any knee damage? I thought there was some early reporting that said he might be evaluated for that.
No, sir.
Okay. And then with Shedeur, the completion percentage was much better yesterday, and I know we talked about that a lot last week. What did you see being the key to the improvement there?
I think every one of these games are different, Scott, and how you have to play the position and what the defense is giving you. It's so different week to week. I thought he made really good decisions throughout the game. You're going to have your plays that there's throws down the field, and if they're not there, you check it down and you can make good yards. So I thought, by and large, good decisions.
Thanks.
All right, next we go to Jeff.
Hey, Kevin, when Shedeur was analyzing his own performance yesterday, he said that maybe there was times when he should have gotten rid of the ball sooner. Is that one of the more difficult steps for a quarterback to making his progress?
I think all of it is a process, and you certainly progress with each one of these tests that you get in each one of these moments and defenses that you go against. And there are things that every single player is working on throughout their season, techniques that they're working on, fundamentals that they're working on. That's no different for a young quarterback. I think Shedeur has made strides in a bunch of areas. Are there plays and times and things that he can do better? Absolutely. And that's why he's working. That's why he's working so hard.
He's talking in particular about that 4th and 2 play. When you watched that back today, did you see that? Yeah, maybe he could have thrown the ball to Harold Fannin.
We'll learn from every single one of those plays, and obviously feel good about him in those moments. He'll come through. We came up short yesterday as a football team, but I have all the faith in the world in Shedeur. I have all the faith in the world in our players in those moments.
Thank you.
All right, next we go to Cam.
Hey, Kevin, I know you were asked about them last night too, but just what does it say that once Quinshawn had to leave with that injury, the role that Travion and Rocket were able to step into, the things they were able to do on the field?
Yeah, I was really pleased with those guys, and they've been with us now for Rocket's been with us for a bit here. Obviously, got Travion back a couple weeks back, but he was with us, so both guys really understand what we're doing with our schemes. I thought they both had really good moments. Rocket had a couple hard yards in there where he, ran between tackles, kept his legs moving. Obviously, Travion made some plays in the pass game as well. So we're counting on those guys, and we'll be counting on them this week as well.
Thank you.
Next we go to Joe.
Hey, Kevin, since it's day 21 on Deshaun, just any update whether he'll be activated at a roster or he just remains on IR the rest of the year?
Yeah, no update today. I believe the window expires tomorrow, Joe, so I'll have an update for you guys tomorrow.
Okay, and then just what's the progress on Dylan so far, and how do you kind of see maybe the depth chart on running back shaking out the next couple weeks?
Yeah, Dylan Sampson continues to get better by the day. We'll see what that looks like for this week. We'll take in information, but feel good about the guys that we have, and they'll be ready to step up.
Okay, and then just last thing, Shedeur and his scrambling ability, and I know he finishes a leading rusher, but just what did you think about the scrambles, but also just a peace of mind too with taking the slides and everything when it was available instead of taking hits?
Yeah, those were huge plays in that ball game. We talked during the week about we thought there may be some moments that he'll be able to tuck it and go, and I thought he did a nice job Early, there was the one where kind of bouncing around the pocket, had two hands on the ball, then went forward and made a huge play. Another time they were playing man and everything kind of flushed out in front of him, went vertical, made a huge play. So those are very, very real yards. It's a tough dynamic for a defense to have to defend the quarterback when he tucks it and can go. So that's all part of his game. Obviously, then you want to make sure that your quarterback's being smart at the end of those runs to make sure that he's taking care of himself as well.
Okay, thanks.
All right, next we go to Tony.
Kevin, now that Jenkins' surgery has been scheduled and his injury diagnosed, what is the timetable? Would he be ready for training camp or September? Or
Yeah, I don't have an update on that, Tony. I'll update you guys when appropriate.
okay, and the other thing was, even though Shedeur's completion percentage improved and your third down conversion rate improved, kind of lost the long ball in all of this. So was that by necessity or just the way the game went or what?
I think when you watch it, you always go into a game understanding the defense that you're playing and the things that they do that maybe precludes you from taking some of those plays. Doesn't mean you don't call them and take them when they're there, but I'd say you have to go into every game understanding that the defense has a plan of attack and have to take what they give you.
Thank you.
Next to Mary Kay.
Yeah, Kevin, wondering what did you see on film in regards to some of the batted passes, and then also on the first interception that went off Quinshon's hands? It looked like it was thrown a little bit behind him. I'm just wondering if that's how you saw that.
Yeah, I'd say, listen, we're always looking to be as precise as we can in the pass game. Sometimes tip balls are a part of this game. Like I mentioned to you guys yesterday, we have Shelby Harris is outstanding at that on our side of seeing when the quarterback's getting ready to get rid of the ball. So we'll learn from those. I think as a coach, you always want to teach off of those and say, hey, maybe you can be better with your eyes. Maybe you can be better with your feet, those type of things. Maybe it's wait for another window to throw it in, but you just learn from all of those.
Thank you.
Great, next to Scott.
Hey, Kevin, there's a specific play Shedeur was talking about after the game. He thought it was on the last drive, and he said there's a vertical through route, and then he was going to go to the dagger, and the mic kind of peeled off. So he didn't throw it there. So first of all, did you see it the same way? And then is that just part of the whole process? Because he said then he needed to get the check down quicker, but he didn't on that play. So could you just kind of take me through that? And is that just when you talk about the progress he's making in this whole rookie season, is that an example of that?
Well, I think you really could take every play as a coach and Shedeur as a player. You could take every play and get on the board and talk about all of it. And there's so much that goes into it. There's so much nuance that goes into it. And then you got to tip your cap. Sometimes the defense makes a play. So those situations we will learn from. All of us, Shedeur, all of our young players, learning from some of these situations that you get put in, and learn from the defenses you're going against. Learn from when it may be time to throw it away, when it may be time to take the underneath play. All those things I think add up, and certainly late in those ball games, those are the moments that we're going to learn from, so we can be better the next time they roll around.
Thanks.
All right, we'll go back to Mary Kay.
Yeah, Kevin, just wondering what will be a point of emphasis for Shedeur for this week against the Steelers? Will it be, I'm sure that protecting the ball is always paramount for you guys, but what would you say you're going to be looking for in this sixth start for him?
Yeah, I think it's going to be building off of all the things that we're doing right now, Mary Kay, and the really good things that we're doing, and then it's going to be a matter of understanding this defense, this Pittsburgh defense, which is different than the team we played before. Obviously, Shedeur did not play in the first Pittsburgh game, so first time versus that group. So you really have to spend a lot of time this week getting to know this defensive front, their coverages, those type of things.
Thank you.
All right, that wraps us up. Thanks.
All right, y'all. So I'm Double P, host of Premier Sports Talk. Gonna drop some few comments on here. They'll be short because my battery is low, real low. Thank you for supporting Premier Sports Talk. I put in the comments down in the link a link I am diverting the majority of my live content will be on Premier Sports Media for you. The reason why I'm doing that, I saturated this channel, not knowing any better. I just started this channel July of this year, and I got over 3,700 subscribers. Thanks to you all blessing the channel, but I saturated the channel with shorts. So the majority of my subscribers, I will say about 80%, is tapped in strictly because of the shorts that I post. I get great views over that, but I really like doing live content. Matter of fact, I'm doing a live collaboration later on today. If Reese Will is still able to, for us to go on live and do a reaction on live game reaction on what occurred in this Browns game. There was a terrible, terrible loss for the Cleveland Browns with Kushan Junkins. I hated to see that happen to him. There's been so many major injuries this year in the NFL, whether it be Patrick Mahomes of the Chiefs or Daniel Jones of the Colts. We lost Tyreek Hill, the Miami Dolphins. There's been some major, major injuries. So there's been a lot of, I don't want to see any NFL player get injured, but football is a violent game. I tapped in and watched this game from beginning to end. I think that the Browns played admirably. They didn't throw in the towel. It was a close game. Matter of fact, the game would have went into overtime if the placeholder didn't drop the ball right before the half, so the kicker could have kicked the kick and it would have been a tie game and it would have went in the. We never know. The game would have been 23 to 23 and see how it would have played out. But Buffalo's Bills got an easier path to make it to the Super Bowl with Patrick Mahomes being knocked out, Lamar Jackson hurt, and the Browns. The Ravens looking like they're going to be not making the playoffs. It's Cleveland Browns Steeler week. Any of those that know me, you know that you see a large portion of my content is on ShedeurSanders. He's cooking like Crisco. Everybody, likes to tap in and get content on him. And that's another reason why I launched the channel on Saturday, Premier Sports Media for you, because my other channel that I just launched is going to cover the NBA, NFL, WNBA, college basketball, boxing, all sports. Because the football season's about to close, shut down on us in the near future, within the next 2 months. But I want to say thank you again. I'm Double P, host of Premier Sports Talk. I am not shutting down this channel. I'm gonna say that again. I am not shutting down this channel, but this channel is basically going to be my short videos on this particular channel, and then I drop music with short videos and Christian music back in the backgrounds of the videos with inspiration. That's primarily on this channel, but I want to divert all my live collaborations, all my live video posts on Premier Sports Media for you. If you don't know, you're about to know. YouTube will not allow you to go live on YouTube without having 50 subscribers. I believe I got 6 now on the new channel, but I have over 3,000 subscribers. So any of you that, I really love doing live content. I really love doing the collaboration. I've been doing it on Going Strong podcast and Browns Football Talk. And, that's my desire. That's a liking that I like to do. I love the interaction whenever we get the feedback and y'all drop comments in. It fuels my fire and gives me inspiration to do this. I do this as a hobby. I'm what you call an empty nester this year, so I have a lot of time on my hands. And I just love the interaction. So my hopes is that you will continue to support not only this current parent channel, but my new channel, Premier Sports Media for you. Thank you for being a blessing. Most importantly, be a blessing to somebody else. And not that the way you help these YouTube channels out is when you hit the thumbs up and when you drop comments in, whether it be good, bad, or indifferent. It helps push the live feed out. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and may you have a joyous holiday season. And I'll see you on my next live airing.